Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Hypnotic, and this is the Bohemian server. And in this short episode, we are going to be making steel. Here on the Bohemian server, we want to be sure that everybody has the ability to take part in all the aspects of Vintage Story that they've never had a chance to do. And today we have Mudbomb joining us, who has never made steel. We have Drago, Moon, Shadow, Salty, myself, and Tels as our masterclass instructor. So this video will sort of double as a tutorial and an idea of how we're making sure that everybody on our server gets a chance to do these fun things that they've never done before in Vintage Story. So I hope you enjoy. So guys, this is the master class of steel. We have welcome guys. We have Drago, we have Moon Shadow, we have Tels, our mighty instructor, we have Salty and Mud, and of course me. But we are going to be doing steel. So we're going to be making a temporary steel. We haven't built like any kind of facility for steel yet. So we're just wanting to teach a couple people. I know that everybody here's made steel except for Mud, right? Is that right, Mud?
Yeah, if not.
Okay. We were hoping we'd have Happy. Happy is missing. He was on the list, but maybe he'll show up. So Tels, where do we start in this masterclass?
Hello, and welcome, recruits. You're in the army now, in the army of steel making. I would say let's start, with the foundation, and then we can assemble some of the parts of the furnace building, and I think then from the coffin on, you can see what we need to build, right?
Okay, so the foundation of the cementation furnace is 5x5, isn't that right?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't actually counted it. Where's the center line? Here. The center.
Yeah,
That looks right.
yeah. I think the
Just hitting the
cementation
grass.
furnace is 5x5, and you have to fuel it from underneath. So what he's doing now is building a platform to put it up on. Is that correct?
Right. You could put it down into the ground, but then you would need to climb into the ground to fuel it, or you can put it up in the air so you can reach the fuel easier. And I'm gonna, put up a foundation for the fuel first. This here is where the fuel will sit. I'm gonna mark the fuel with 2 blocks. Is that still the center line? It is. This is where the fuel will sit, and the block in front here, that's where the door or frame is gonna be, where you reach the fuel.
Okay. We made all the fire bricks, guys. There's actually 3 tiers of fire bricks. The easiest one is just simple fire clay and quartz. Is that right?
And I think it's bauxite, isn't it?
Oh, bauxite, yes. So, and I'll show those recipes when I edit this, but there's 3 tiers. And so you can only make the first 2 tiers when you first start, because you actually have to have steel for the 3rd tier.
Right.
Right. So
I made 3 gratings.
Okay.
And these go on top of this.
So the tier 2 is olivine, right? If you add an olivine to the bauxite.
Correct. So tier 1 is fire clay, quartz, and bauxite. Tier 2 is fire clay, quartz, bauxite, and olivine. And tier 3 adds, what is the material? Is it titanium?
Yeah, crushed titanium.
Okay.
Ilmenite, so that's titanium. And you can't mine titanium without a steel pickaxe, and you can't also crush it without the
steel pounder caps.
Steel pounder caps.
Right. So then the difference between the 3 tiers is that they take less damage during each cycle of steel that you make. So you do have to repair the cementation furnace each time. And with tier 1, you have to repair it more than tier 3. Okay.
Right, and you can also mix and match these refractory bricks. So if you have too many of tier 1 or 2, you can just use them up until they break and then replace them with tier 2 or 3.
Oh, good. I didn't know that. Awesome. So now he's got the grading in.
Right, and I'm actually looking at the picture so that I don't do it wrong.
Yeah, I have
Right,
the
that's the
wiki up
grading
as
and that's
well.
the coffin.
So can you mix and match tier 2 and 3, or does it have to be an all?
Oh, you can mix and match them. You replace some of them with tier 3, and when the tier 2 break, you break them up and then replace them with tier 3 too.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna make a few more of these brick blocks.
So we pre-fired all the refractory bricks, and then he's just putting them together just like a regular brick with mortar. And that's how he's making the actual blocks.
Yeah, we pre-fired them because it would take a long time
Yes.
to do that. Okay, and we also need 2 coffins, or 2 coffin sections and 2 coffin lids. We need a hammer and a chisel. Cool. Has anybody never made one coffin or a coffin section?
Mud, I don't think has. Step forward, Mud.
Yep. Here is your hammer. Hammer time, and here's your chisel, and I'm giving you the andesite blocks, and you need some powdered borax for that. It was a little bit too much, only 2. And they are called coffin lids.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Please make 2 of these.
Go.
Wonderful. And then we need 2 coffin sections.
There we go.
It's really nice to see, other people crafting for me while I can munch on cake. That's nice. Okay, I'm giving these you, and need to climb up on the. Let me put some dirt on.
Yeah.
Like this. And you need to put the coffin up in the center of the grates. The other one, the other way around. Nice.
Very good.
And now if you shift click or control click, depending on your settings, the coffins, they should show you the outline what you need to build.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And the outline is only visible for everybody who clicks it, so the other people can't see the outline.
Right. I did shift click it so everybody could see what they're looking at. All you have to do is, I did a crouch click, and then you can see the outline, and it helps guide you. It can be kind of confusing, but now it will be time to add the refractory bricks in this order and in this.
Do you see it, Mud?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And here I give you some refractory bricks. If you put them in and click the coffin again, it should show you the blocks that you placed and the missing blocks in a different color.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
And I think it just sneakily changed, at least for me it did, and the door is now on this side. I don't know if you where the door is for you on your side.
This side, I think.
Okay, try clicking the coffin again. Does it? Oh yeah, it depends on from where you look. If you go on this side and click it, the door will be on the other side. At least for me, that's the.
It's not changing for me. It's staying pointing east.
It happened for me too, Mud. So try to see what happens is the coffin sits back in the furnace a little bit. So I think it depends on which way you click it first.
Yeah.
So if you come
Come
to
over
this
here and
side,
take it from here, it switched sides for me.
right? Did that?
Oh, yeah, there we go. It's switched
Okay.
sides now.
Okay, so let's build it from.
Sneaky.
Let's build it from this side. So we have the door toward the pit kiln.
I'll give you the blocks, Matt, and I'll craft the door in the meantime.
Okay, so guys, Tels is going to craft an iron door. We did switch the direction of the steel furnace, so the door is on this side. And what Tels did is he took down a couple of blocks and we just shift clicked the coffin to associate the door to this side toward the pit kiln. It was a little tricky, but now we have it right. And that little shaded area right there is the door. It's really hard to see in this like ghostly figure of the cementation furnace. But this is the orientation that Mud is gonna build it now. And if
Then
you
making-
re-shift click it, it will tell you how many blocks are missing. Mud, did you notice that?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
It's 50 something to start, I think.
I think it's 53. Yeah. And there's the door.
Yeah, some of the blocks can be a little bit hard to place because they are actually floating in air.
Oh, this is interesting.
Just be careful of the shingles; it'll slide you right off.
Yeah, I fell right on Tels a second ago.
That's why
this is a
my
good
head
view.
hurts.
This is a good view though, especially to watch Mud build at the top of it.
Did I do that all correct? I'm missing 2 blocks.
It says structure is not complete, 2 blocks are missing or wrong.
I only have 2 more refractory bricks.
Yes, there's 2 right here. There's 2
Oh,
supposed to
here
be
on the
2 missing
outside.
right here on this come in. See those?
Yeah, I don't have enough blocks
Oh, okay.
for that.
Okay, here they go.
Oh, I think. Oh no, we do these. Maybe we put some here on the outside here on this corner. I think these are not necessary. We got them here in the corner. There were 3 extra on this corner here. I took them out. Where are you, Matt?
Okay.
Oh, hello,
It's
sheep.
really
Oh.
hard to see where the
Yeah.
thing ends.
Okay, now click it. Is it done now?
Yep.
Yay.
It should be done.
Okay, I'm gonna click it for our viewers here, and it doesn't say anything now, so this must be done.
But there are 2 more here on the edges. I think that are surplus. Here.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, it's not. You can build out the furnace by adding more bricks and make it nicer looking.
Okay.
Okay, so you really don't need the corner blocks.
All right, so we are done with the building of the actual furnace,
Okay,
right?
so let's explain what you did underneath, though, Tels.
Yeah. You probably need to come in here, Hypi.
Right.
A little bit crowded. Let me take out the stairs for now so we can maneuver around.
So this is for where you load the
Right.
fuel.
Take the frame out again. On these 2 blocks, the fuel will go, and you stack it and then light it. And so that it doesn't fall out, you need something in front of it. A chiseled block, or you could also use you could use a steel door or something like that.
Okay. But a coke oven door can confuse the cementation furnace and actually make coke.
Right. And sometimes it turns one part into coke, and the coke burns faster than the other part, and then you get inconsistent results.
Okay. So you chiseled
And-
something. That's what I was looking at the very beginning, right? You want to put that
Right.
back?
Yeah, but before we do that, here's another trick I like to do. I like to replace one of these blocks here, and let's get it out, and put some like this one, and there's now one hole, and I'll usually put a lantern or on the oil lamp in there.
Oh, so you can just see it well.
Right, because if you put in the chiseled frame, the place behind it might get extra dark, and you can't really see if you're stacking coal in there or not.
Perfect. That's a great tip. It takes 16 iron ingots to load it, and how much coal?
I think it's 32 charcoal or so. You need to stack them and alternate.
Right.
In the alternate order,
So
alternating order.
You start with charcoal, correct?
Right, then you put in some ingots, and then you add some more charcoal until it's full.
Right.
Says I think you need charcoal in the furnace as well, or
You
in
need-
the
You need
coffin,
to
charcoal in.
start with charcoal, and then layer, and then you'll be able to put in 4 ingots. 2, 3, 4, and then more charcoal, and then more ingots, and you end with charcoal. So keep stacking in there until you can't put anything. There you go. Then
Okay.
yeah, and then do you have the lids?
Now I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the lids go on the top. There we go. Now, don't come in here while it's burning. You will die, or you will get
Homemade
hurt.
sauna.
That's right. So now we just need to take your fuel of choice and put it in the bottom. I think we have plenty of charcoal.
Be able to reach through the.
And stack it at the back one first, and all the way, and then the front one as much as you can. Fill it.
Yeah, I just don't have enough yet.
Oh, okay. Fill it completely. Do you need more from upstairs?
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we're running to get more charcoal.
It needs 32 pieces of charcoal to fuel it up once, and you need to repeat that process 4 times, 5
Hey.
times.
Okay, so
Okay.
now go ahead and light it up, Mud. We're all ready. This is going to be our first lighting of the steel, guys. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, lightning right there when you lit it. That was awesome.
If you open the
By the
door,
gods.
if you open the door, you can see that it now should tell you that it's lit
There you
and
go.
receiving heat.
Yep.
Yep.
Yay, I'm going to go look at that really quick. It says, okay, receives heat, harborization 0. So we'll have to feed this like, what is it, 4 or 5 times? I can't remember, because I think it's about 19% each fuel.
I think it's 20 now that,
Oh, is
that
it?
was fixed.
Okay, so 20%, so we'll have to feed it 5 times in order to get the steel done.
You can add to the furnace, you can add chiseled blocks on the outside, you can also chisel fire bricks if you like it to have the same look. The only thing that you need to be careful is here at the back where the corners are missing, sometimes you will get hurt if you stand up there. So be careful around this area.
Guys,
He's
Rob,
of
good
course
job.
going to try it. Once the steel is done, that's one more thing. Once the steel is done, you need to break the coffin and recover this steel. What's the name?
Blister steel.
Blister steel, right? And then you need to smith it into real steel ingots. And when you break the coffin, sometimes some of the coal and steel falls out of the backside of the building. So.
Everybody stand still for a second. That's good. It's a good picture. It's got the moon, smoke. Perfect. Oh, guys, thank you so much, Tels. We really appreciate you showing us the building, because I really got lost the very first time I built it. I was so confused. The wiki does help because the wiki has pretty good instructions, but Mr. Tels here didn't even need to look at the wiki.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
thanks, Els. Thanks, everybody.
Good job. Good job,
Thank
guys.
you.
Hi, Tels. How are you this morning? I guess it's not morning for you.
Good morning. Yeah, early afternoon is still late morning.
Well, guys, we wanted to just come in because the steel is done now. A couple of in-game days has passed by, and people have been feeding the steel, the cementation furnace religiously. And I wanted to show you it's still hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this. So how you get the steel out is you just break this coffin down. And I got to pick up these as well. And there is, we got 25 charcoal
Wait, I
back.
picked up something.
Yeah, there we go. And then this is what the blister steel looks like. So we have that blister steel, which we just have to put on the health hammer, correct, Tels?
Right, and or you could use the normal anvil and hammer.
Okay, so there is, I only have one of the lids. Do you have another lid?
Oh, I do.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and put it back on. So I wanted to show, this is a crack. This is one of the refractory bricks that's damaged due to the first firing of it. But if we crouch and click on this, it will show us in red the bricks that need to be replaced. And basically what has to happen is we just chop it out with our pickaxe and we'll get a few of them back. Oh, we only got one out of that one?
Oh, they did fall down here
Okay.
outside.
Okay. So now you can see from the outside that those are the bricks that we need to repair. And we will just replace those and then be able to fire them again. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one up there. So it's very nice to be able to make it obvious so we can see exactly what needs to be repaired and what needs to be replaced. And I don't know whether we're actually going to repair this one or we're actually going to move it, because we do have plans to put a building right here. So Tels and I will talk about that, but we wanted to just come in as a finishing touch to the steel masterclass to show you guys what the cementation furnace looks like when it's completely done.
Right.
And now,
And I also believe that like 5 broken blocks is a lot. I think
okay,
it's on average it's a little bit less, like 2 or 3. But if you got tier 3 refractory bricks, the chance that they will break is way less.
right. And the one thing I didn't mention in the video that I did want to mention before we call it here is that the cementation furnace can share walls. So you can put 2 right next to each other and they can share a wall between each other. So you can really save space that way. So in the future, what we're going to be doing is building a building here. And then of course, I will bring you in when we do that and on parts of it. And of course, the finished product. Thank you again, Tels, for the masterclass. Really, really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.